Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Snagged in the middle, it's Beckham. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw the... This offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So Kansas State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of...
There he goes! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical, they're getting a lot of push, and you see guys working up into the 2nd level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down.
Touchdown, Kansas State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it in, it's Beckham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high.
Turning it on! Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He got a step and just dusted the field. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Offense in a bunch formation. Handoff from the gun. Pass the stakes, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Wildcats are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the outside. Smashes ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Red Raiders look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Find some fresh air. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Kansas State pushing the pace. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Cross. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Makes a catch on the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch. Yeah,
you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Looking downfield, it's Cross. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Using his feet. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Clicking to fire. Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Cross. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Breaks into the open. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Cross. Flips it out on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the ground game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw. It's Cross. Makes the catch. At the 45 on his way. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade, and that'll move it closer after that pass interference penalty. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the upright. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at half. They try to build on this lead here in the third. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Cross. Going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here we go. Hold and fire complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. That's caught. It's Beckham. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll just down it right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defensively, you know they're going to run it. You know they're going to try to create some space offensively and just try to run out of the goal line. So that's a frustrating one that hurts. The run game comes downhill. He gets a big gain, and now out of the own end zone. Now no safety to worry about. You can pass, you can run, the whole playbook at your disposal.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Cross. Gonna let it fly. Holds it in on the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been
picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Grab behind the line. It's Beckham. Turning it on. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Pass to Stigson, still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Cross. Makes the grab. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Kansas State quick to the line. The give as they work on that clock. collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And they'll take over first and second.
They'll give it to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get out.
And now the ball's loose in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 11 over Arkansas State. Anything could happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Kansas State.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week.
Going for it all. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Cross. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Avant. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Avant. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Cross. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. Hits the crease. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their turnover.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit as he throws.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough about today.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Cross. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game.